Hello everyone, I come to y'all this evening to inform you about breastfeeding. A lot of mothers are not properly educated on breastfeeding and what it can do for you and your baby. A lot of mothers just aren't interested in breastfeeding, and that's okay too. But I come to you tonight, and the first question I have for you is, do you have children? If you do, did you breastfeed? If you do and you decided not to breastfeed, why did you decide not to breastfeed? Were you not properly informed? Maybe you were physically unable. Maybe you had some postpartum complications that didn't allow you to breastfeed. That's okay too. But I hope that you will consider my speech when you have a child or anyone else. Maybe you can pass the information along. First of all, I'll bring you some pros about breastfeeding. Breast milk has antibodies that fight off infection for the baby. The antibodies kill the viruses and bacteria. It reduces the risk of asthma and allergies, and it also helps prevent ear infections and respiratory illness. It also promotes bonding between mother and child, which is very important soon after birth, that the mother and the child bond. Breastfeeding can begin within that first hour after the baby is born. Some of the cons that I have for you is a lot of mothers work. A lot of mothers don't have time to breastfeed. That's okay too. But what a lot of mothers don't know is you can pump exclusively. You can pump and send it to the babysitter. You can pump and send it to grandma, whatever the need may be. Another con is that mothers feel like they've lost a little bit of their freedom because they're constantly attached to the baby. Again, not true, because you can pump. Another one can be the pain and discomfort associated with breastfeeding due to maybe like infection or the baby not latching on, which can be painful. But those problems can be resolved. Another con is that no one can feed the baby except for the mother. A lot of mothers choose to breastfeed because they don't like to get up in the middle of the night to prepare a bottle. That's understandable. They have the baby right there. They can just breastfeed. It's a lot easier. But the downfall to that is the mother has to get up once again, and she's once again tied to the baby. So now that I've told you about the pros and cons, or some of them, next comes making a decision. Once you've made your decision, you can change your mind. You can supplement. You can go back from formula to breast milk. That's okay. You do have other options if you choose. Some added bonuses that you have are you can burn in an excess of 500 calories a day by just breastfeeding. That's a plus. Mothers with implants are able to breastfeed. A lot of people don't think that they are, but they in fact are. Breast size has nothing to do with breastfeeding. Breastfeeding triggers the hormone oxytocin, which helps relax you and the baby. You are protected in 49 states by breastfeeding laws that allow mothers to breastfeed in public and private places. So, don't take my word for it. There are a lot of other options out there, a lot of resources that you can go to when trying to make this decision. You can talk to friends and family. You can talk to other mothers who have breastfed and see what they like about it, what they don't like about it. You can research the topic on your own. There's classes and seminars available to you, to the public. You can contact your lactation specialist at the hospital. A lot of local hospitals have those, and those ladies are always eager to help someone. So now that I've informed you about some of the risks and downfalls of breastfeeding. I hope that you'll make an informed decision. I do believe that every mother should be properly educated on the topic. Whether she chooses to breastfeed or not, it would be entirely up to her, but it won't be because she didn't have the education and she didn't have the resources available to her. It is good for baby and mother. That's a big thing that caught my eye. And had I known, when I had my children about all this, I was not properly educated on the subject. But had I been, I believe that I would have breastfed. It's just wonderful for the baby. It's wonderful for the mother. And it also serves as a form of birth control. A lot of people think that's a myth, but it is not, in fact, because breastfeeding prolongs the mother's menstrual cycle. And as long as she's not on her menstrual cycle, she can't have a baby. So, yes, that is true. It will prolong birth control. So, there you have it. Thank you.